How can you stop hunger craving? Let's start off by saying, are you hungry or are you bored? Tip number 1, stay active. The more you spend time doing stuff, the less time you're likely to think about food. If you're just sat on the sofa watching telly, then yes, you are going to think about food, mainly because you're bored. Try and stay active as much as you possibly can. Do double gym sessions, just do anything. Keep your mind from thinking about food. Stay active. Number 2, try fasting a little bit around certain times in the day. This immediately means your meals will be bigger in a portion size because you're having less of them. If you've watched my channel for a while now, you know that I don't eat as soon as I wake up. I usually fast for a couple of hours at least in the morning. Whether I'm doing cardio first, whether I'm just doing a gym session, or whether I'm just going to work, I never eat as soon as I wake up. This does mean that my breakfast is sometimes delayed until 10 a.m. But what that's allowing me to do is, for example, if you have a typical 7 a.m. meal and then your next meal is at 10, all I'm doing is saving that 7 a.m. meal and then combining it with my 10 a.m. meal. That is why you see on my Instagram or my Facebook, I usually have a massive breakfast because I've saved so many calories to allow that. And for me personally, I prefer that. It works a lot better, it makes me a lot happier, and I find it a lot easier doing my lifestyle. So you can do it like that, or you could easily just save the first meal that you don't eat and spread it more out throughout the day. So rather than having 6 meals a day, have 5 meals a day. Rather than having 5 meals a day, have 4 meals a day. At the end of the day, you don't need protein as soon as you wake up. Your muscles are not going to evaporate. Tip number 3, eat foods that provide a lot of volume, but don't have so much calories in them. Using stuff like peppers, onions, courgette, spinach, cucumber, tomatoes, onions, anything. The list can go on. But using these kinds of foods can really bulk out your meals. So for example, if I have like a chicken and a rice meal, if I then start to add in peppers, onions, courgettes, asparagus, any vegetable, any kind of salad bit, it's going to bulk out the meal so much more. And the calories they're providing are minimal. Another good example is if you take the carbs from a white potato and match them to the carbs in pasta, I guarantee you'll get a lot more volume of food from the white potato compared to the pasta. So personally, I would rather choose the white potato because it's going to satisfy me for longer, it's going to make me feel fuller, and it's going to feel like I'm eating more. A personal favourite post-workout of mine is having oats again, because I can add in more water, I can add in more almond milk, unsweetened almond milk that has hardly any calories in it anyway. What that's going to do is going to allow them oats to puff up more, bulk up more. I'm going to get a much more volume of food compared to having like pasta, for example, post-workout. So choosing that, it's going to cure my cravings a lot more. It's going to make me feel fuller for longer. I'm going to be more satisfied. Tip number 4, now and then drinking sugar-free or 0-calorie fizzy drinks. These kind of drinks won't dent your calories. If they do, it's probably around 4 calories, so can't even count that. They won't dent your calories, but what they'll do, they'll give you like a bloated feeling at times. They'll fit a little hole. They will stop your hunger craving ever so slightly. There's a little trick that I do like to use now and then. For example, if I'm having a really bad day, really struggling, some days you do feel hungrier than others. If I am struggling, then I will now and then have like a Coke Zero, for example. It will just cure my hunger a little bit, and then it just ties me over until the next meal. I don't do this often. In fact, I haven't done it for a while, but now and then have been using Coke Zeros to cure a little bit of a hunger craving. And on Saturdays, on my refeed days, I do treat myself to either a sugar-free Red Bull or a 0-calorie Monster energy drink. Because my breakfast on my refeed days are very low in calories, I'm not eating much food, they will stop my hunger craving. So if I go to the gym in the morning, that's kind of, if you like, sitting on my stomach, gas me out a little bit but not too much, and it makes me feel a little bit fuller. I also do my workout a lot better. The reason I have that low breakfast is because I personally, on my refeed days, I like to save a lot of my calories and my carbs up through later in the day so I can have a really big dinner. However, I don't go too crazy, and I wouldn't suggest you go too crazy on these sugar-free energy drinks or 0-calorie drinks, because sometimes they can make you feel sluggish, sometimes they can make you crash, and for me personally, sometimes they can cause like spots, for example. So I don't go overboard with them, but now and then I do use them as a little tool, as a little trick, just to help me get past a hunger craving. Hope you enjoyed them tips, guys, and hopefully you can use them on your fitness journey. See you soon for more fitness tips videos.